Hey YouTube! I wanted to do a little deck creator spotlight today, and I'm going to do a few of these. There aren't that many deck creators whose decks I have in plurality, and I remember that this came up in one of the Tarot Tube hashtags and about favorite deck creator, and I kind of was stumped for a second because I couldn't think of a lot where I had multiple decks. But now this is no longer true, and so I'm going to start with Mary Elizabeth Evans, whose company I believe is Spirit Speak, and the creator of the Spirit Speak deck, as well as a number of others. So Spirit Speak is the first Mary Elizabeth Evans deck that I purchased, and I wasn't sure about this deck at first. It has a very kind of sketchy, almost well, not abstract, but a very sketchy style. The images are sometimes kind of weird and wacky, often fairly detailed. They can be almost like surreal, and that isn't what I would normally go for. And so when I saw pictures online, I was kind of drawn to it, but I was also kind of like, do I really want this? And I got it, and it reads beautifully. And I think one of the reasons that it reads beautifully is because that kind of style of not necessarily being super concrete, hyper-realist, really opens up the intuition and the imagination. So that deck's from 2014. This is the Vessel, here's the box, Vessel Oracle from 2015 that I just recently got. And it's got color, but it's still that kind of style. I mentioned in a previous video that, like, I really don't like this kind of sketchy style in my own art, but I'm learning to appreciate it in others. Again, I just think that it can kind of open up your imagination, your intuition. When I read with these decks, I find that in some ways the message is more immediate than when I pull a more realistic kind of image. And I think that may be because if there's not less on the page exactly, but if what's on the page is a little less obvious, then it leaves your intuition room to interpret it or to see different things in different readings that jump out. This is the last one I got. This is from 2018, the Apparition deck. And again, I was kind of not sure about this, but I decided to take the plunge. These cards are a little bigger, and they are colored, so this is a little bit of a slight departure, but still basically the same style. I wasn't sure about this one because I really like the minors, and the majors don't appeal to me as immediately, but I decided to grab it. I haven't done a lot of reading with it yet, but again, you can see like those eyes just really jump out at you. Like there are certain things in here that you also sometimes have to kind of reinterpret. Like you realize that an image is not what you thought it was. And so I want to give a shout out to Mary Elizabeth Evans for creating these awesome decks. These are, I think she has one or two more, but these are the ones I have. And encourage you, if you're like me and you were kind of on the fence about the art style, to give one of them a try. And I would recommend the Spirit Speak as a start and sort of see how you find it.